Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. And do I get to take a bow for the Omni for last night's trades or what? I mean, really? Omni just nailed that clean. Buy the gold, sell the S&P. All right, that was yesterday. We got to be right tomorrow. Well, I should say that was today. Videos for tomorrow would make it yesterday, but it was for today. For trading tomorrow, different story, of course. Every trade's a different day for day traders. We'll get to that in just a moment. Remember the risk involved in trading? Risky, 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 risky. No matter what you trade, there's huge risk. And when volatility expands, the risk gets even greater. Never trade without stops. Put them in first. Protect your investments. All right, so for trading on April 26, 2023, that's a Wednesday. Omni remains red like it was yesterday for Tuesday and like it is tonight, Tuesday night for trading on Wednesday. Omni remains red for trading on Wednesday in even the S&P NASDAQ Russell. All right, so we'll go with selling the rallies. And in fact, we may be close to getting into a trade already in the indices. OmniX who have been following me and take my recommendations, make sure you're watching the flash updates. We should probably already be in a trade somewhere. Take a look. All right, so number one on the board, the Omni remains red for Wednesday. We will certainly take that into consideration when we get into positions, right? The Omni says sell. That's all we do is get short first. No playing around. Now, here's what some people do, by the way. Some people who follow the Omni think, all right, the market closed here. Oscar says get in up here so that we can go short and get out down there. And what they try to do is get themselves long for the rally, where then they can reverse and get short. But there's a problem with that. Omni says it's going down. There's no guarantee it's going to go hit our spot first. What if it just opens, you get long, and it dumps? Well, now you got long on a day you should have been short and everything went out the window, so don't try that. You know what I'm saying? If the market is here and I tell you we're getting short up there, ride nothing up there. Wait for it to get up there and sell short. Just in case the market opens and Omni's so right, it just falls apart. Keep that in mind, you Omniacs who follow my trade recommendations. All right, so number one on the board, we know we're going to be selling rallies. Number two, gold. Great trade today, buying the lows, basically. Omni nailed the lows in gold. Thank you, Omni. We got long, had a big fat trade. Well, the Omni has gone neutral Tuesday night for trading Wednesday in gold. Right after that fantastic buy signal, it flips to a neutral. However, I'm allowed to muscle us in any way I see fit, long or short, if the market sets up. And I will do that. I'll use my skills to muscle us in using the Omni, areas. But I'll try to get us into a trade in gold, even though Omni went neutral, because it sure does look pretty interesting. I'll show you the chart. And then there's this. On Thursday, I'm doing a free webinar. The link is right below this video. Make sure you sign up for the free webinar on Thursday. And here's what I'll do. We'll go through a bunch of charts together, slightly longer term, not for trading the next day, and see what this whole banana looks like together. Is it still holding up? Is the inflation knocking us down? Is inflation making the markets go down and inflation going up? What's going on? Well, the charts speak for themselves, right? I will show you what I see in those charts on Thursday, the Traders Corners webinar. Link is below. Make sure you sign up. It's absolutely free. No credit cards, no nonsense. Just sign up for the webinar and we'll get together on Thursday. There's other presenters before me. You'll see the schedule when you go to sign up, when you click the link below. Finally, before we start looking at videos, a reminder. Omni Bootcamp. I have started doing Omni one-on-one. I'm taking applications to do smaller term Omni camps, shorter time, same Omni camp. But when I've got 5 or 6 students, which is the max I'll ever accept, it takes a full, you got to come in Thursday night, you're with me Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you leave Tuesday. That's to get everyone in tune. If one of you or a pair of you want to come out, we can be Saturday morning, get together, and you are home on Monday. Make sure if you want to learn this Omni, exactly what I would do in 5 days with 5 people, I promise you, you'll learn it in 3 days with me, 1 or 2 of you, no problem. Fill out your applications. I'm accepting applications right now for Omni one-on-one with Oscar. Go to omnibootcamp.com and fill out those applications. Barring that, I'm about done. Remember, when you're in a trade and things go wrong, most people say, let me flip some options against it now. Let me cancel my stop. Let me buy more. They do all the things that I call cardinal rules, breaking them, right? So we've got cardinal rules, and those cardinal rules state We don't move our stop just because it's getting threatened. We don't turn what should have been a risk-reward ratio. I'm getting in here. I'll get stopped out there. Simple trade. Then as it gets close, you take your stop away and start selling options and buying options, and you turn it into a monster. People do this all the time. Don't do that. Do this instead. Leave your stop alone. That's why you placed it when you were sensible and you put it in before it was getting threatened. Instead of changing it, say this to yourselves over and over again and leave that stop alone. Are you with me, kids? 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Well, there's this. Emotions are rock and roll traders. Remember that now. Let's go look at some charts. Traders, before we begin the chart segment, a quick shout out to the Money Show. Great job, guys. I was at the Paris Hotel today. The Money Show, much more crowded than last year. Really set up well, not confusing at all. And to my Omniacs that came out to meet me, thank you so much for coming out. Good job, you guys. Money Show, great job, Omniacs. Thank you for meeting me. That was very cool. I may pop in there again tomorrow morning, by the way. We'll see what happens. All right, so the YM. Last night's video, I said, we keep failing at the resistance. We failed at the resistance and made what I think is a bear flag. Remember, we talked about this last night. Should be a bear flag. We'll find out. Well, the Omni was bearish. We absolutely accepted that as a bear flag, and this is what happened. So it did turn into a bear flag, and the Omni's still red for trading again for Wednesday. And then we had the E-mini S&P last night. We said this is a very interesting area. We talked about why it would be interesting. Well, it's inside of this channel, and it settled inside the channel. All right, so let's see what the Omni thinks. Well, the Omni stayed red, and this is what happened on Tuesday. Bam! Omni was dead on, right? Look at that. Interesting area. Violated. Goodbye. And we're underneath the F flag. Now we know for sure this was failure at resistance, like it did here and back there that you can't see on the chart. And it fell to the bottom of the F flag instead of holding, like it will do many times. Instead, down it went, broke the F flag. Omni's red for trading. So we will be selling rallies in your E-mini S&P or NASDAQ if we can get a fill. And then there's gold. We talked about gold being a long. Get ready to buy, and look, Omni nailed it right at the lows, which coincided, by the way, with the bottom of this F flag. Now, that's not an Omni trade, you know what I'm saying? Omni doesn't consider the F flag, but the Omni said buy it right here. The F flag was right there, and that was pretty good coincidence. Look what else you have. Look at this average that stays out of the market's way, and bingo, it hit right here on Tuesday. And it's really clean. It stays out of the market's way, right? It's very clean average. Hits here perfectly, market drops. Gets above, market takes off. Well, it just hit it at the bottom of the F flag. Now, the Omni is neutral, but I'm allowed to muscle us into that trade. If I see a smart spot, I will get us in. And then there is this. Don't forget, click the link below and sign up for Thursday's free webinar. I will see you all there.